go back here. Let's put it up. Let's put it up. Let's put it up. Let's put it up. Let me show you the track real quick. Let me y'all hear that. Let me y'all hear that. Before I start playing the track.
I'm here to talk about some real shit, that's how I live. I came to show you non-believers just what time it is. If you don't know me, I ain't tripping, I just came to win. If you gon' get it in, then shit, let's get it in. Been gone a while, but I shook back, now I'm live again. The thrill was gone, now it's paper on my mind again. I'm on that grown mission, flipping, getting cash profit. I set up shop and ran them out, so now they had to stop it. I get it in, pushing harder than the average player. I keep on rising like I'm riding on the escalator. I'm rolling purple world and we ain't about no foolishness. Can't talk too much about it, I'm too busy doing shit. So many frauds, I just had to bring the real with me. My people see me through some struggle, but they still with me. I'm on that liquor talking loud just like a hillbilly. Thought I was straight, but when I stood up, that shit still hit me. I'm balls deep, I don't know if I'm gonna make it, dude. I came in first place and I still got an attitude. I'm never satisfied, I can't take no day off. My investment huge and now it's about to pay off. Get it in and just get it in. I'm rolling heavy like a train going hard, I don't think they ready. You want that gin or you want that hen? I'm full throttle, I'm a savage drinking liquor straight up out the bottle. You wanna win, then go ahead and win. We all in it, I ain't taking losses, money shit, I'm going get it. You get it in, then just get it in. I get it in. You wanna win, then go ahead and win. We get it in. He talking crazy, but I swear to God, he really bluffing. Coward ass clown softer than an English muffin. I took a bird and chopped it up into 380 something. Now I'm working on my stovetop without the stuffing. That Peter Piper game, but I ain't picking peppers though. I'm picking targets now, all they seen is can of smoke. I'm in my zone now and can't nobody take me out. I run my own show, nobody need to bring me out. I got it locked up from the north down to the southern coast. I move around so much you think I caught the Holy Ghost. These rappers showing off like they be on some movie shit, while I'm vibing in a dungeon palace making hits. Keep watching me, I'm causing havoc like a tidal wave. My shit keep banging hard just like I dropped it yesterday. They pulled my number so I stepped up, now it's time to win. If you gon' get it in, go ahead and do it. Get it in and just get it in. I'm rolling heavy like a train going hard, I don't think they ready. You want that gin or you want that hen? I'm full throttle, I'm a savage drinking liquor straight up out the bottle. You wanna win, then go ahead and win. We all in it, I ain't taking losses, money shit, I'm going get it. You get it in, then just get it in. I get it in. You wanna win, then go ahead and win. We get it in. You get it in, then just get it in. I'm rolling heavy like a train going hard, I don't think they ready. You want that gin or you want that hen? I'm full throttle, I'm a savage drinking liquor straight up out the bottle. You wanna win, then go ahead and win. We all in it, I ain't taking losses, money shit, I'm going get it. You get it in, then just get it in. I get it in. You wanna win, then go ahead and win. We get it in.
That little track right out, man. That little track. Don't bash me too much, man. Know what I'm saying? Don't bash me. You know what I'm saying? And then I got the juvie vibe, man. So that's that juvie vibe. Man, that's a compliment right there, man. Juvie, my dude, bro. Love Juvie, man. There's the there's another little one right here. There's another little one right here.
bottle boy living off a private stock. A picture perfect prison try to put me in a box. I got my own ambitions giving me nightmares. If that's the price you pay to ball, then who the hell cares? Penthouse, I'm overlooking the riverboat. Vodka mixed with cherry slices and cantaloupe. I got a passion for grabbing my own benefits. Hit the pleasure palace, she feeding to get a whiff of this. Silk shirts is complimenting the BBS. She called me rough, so I'm handling it with finesse. I fantasize on fan fortunes of 500s. The CEO of my company, so that mean I run it. A bad boy, I'm bigger than $1 million dream. My fatal flaw is the biggest fortune you ever seen. I'm pushing hard like I'm giving birth. Step into the purple world and see just what I'm worth. My people told me raise hell on these streets. I came up in the hood, so you know I'ma stack my cash. I gotta get it so everybody can eat. I've been hustling for mine, so the life that I live is fast. I roll with savages, so they call me a beast. I'm on top like a boss, nigga, watch me, cause it's my time. I'm in the game and I'm playing it for keeps. I ain't even gotta say it, they already know these streets is mine. Born winner, so I'm always being underrated. Apparently they waiting on me, I'm anticipated. Guerrilla God, so we soldiers in the meantime. Raining hell down on these niggas, cause these streets mine. I'm in the dungeon palace, call me the golden horse. I burn the booth down so I can get my point across. A gold bottle in the air, recoup the riches on them. It's like a game of blackjack, these ladies hitting on it. Carnival crew just parked the whip by the shore. Drinking champagne like a boss playing shuffleboard. Dominican Republic, all we in the Cayman Islands. A daiquiri with double shots to keep this chica smiling. Homegrown, born, bred in the South, baby. I can get a little gangster though, that's how the streets made me. Oh, you ready for me? I might need some help. I check the time while I'm working on my two-step. My people told me raise hell on these streets. I came up in the hood, so you know I'ma stack my cash. I gotta get it so everybody can eat. I've been hustling for mine, so the life that I live is fast. I roll with savages, so they call me a beast. I'm on top like a boss, nigga, watch me, cause it's my time. I'm in the game and I'm playing it for keeps. I ain't even gotta say it, they already know these streets is mine. My people told me raise hell on these streets. I came up in the hood, so you know I'ma stack my cash. I gotta get it so everybody can eat. I've been hustling for mine, so the life that I live is fast. I roll with savages, so they call me a beast. I'm on top like a boss, nigga, watch me, cause it's my time. I'm in the game and I'm playing it for keeps. I ain't even gotta say it, they already know these streets is mine.
That's the little jam. That's the two little jams. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. This ain't about my music, man. It's about making. But I just want y'all to hear like just my little style. You know, that way. That way when I do the live stream, and we make the beat, you can drop the vocals on it the whole nine, man. Or everything. I write pretty quick, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I like most of them tracks I freestyle. I just kind of freestyle a little something and then I touch it up. You know, like when my engineer record me, I just kind of touch it up and with like little punch ins and stuff. But most of that stuff I kind of freestyle a little, you know. Did that, man. You say that sound like that note of that masterpiece. Appreciate that, man. What's up, Studio Gangsta on IG, man. Appreciate you tuning in. He said, Drake said, I'm pushing hard like I'm giving birth. That's how we work, man. Hey, now this is the funny thing. If y'all listen to them tracks, that's not the music. That's not the beats I make. Like this, like that type of stuff that I flow on, that I like to put lyrics on. That's not exactly the type of music that I make. Like that's not the beats that y'all really hear me making. But y'all hear like 808 bounce and all of that. Both them tracks had bass lines and all that. Oh, not no 808s and rap stuff, you know? Because like the tracks I like to flow on got kind of like a hip hop vibe, and I really like rap type stuff, you know? I like to flow on like hip hop type stuff and give it like that, you know, like kind of like a soul type of vibe. So that ain't really the tracks I like to flow. That go to show you like an artist, you know, like Like you could be a producer, but one thing I learned about in this game is, you know, like being an artist like a long time ago and getting beats from producers and then going into the music production and the audio engineering aspect. I learned that a lot of producers make what they like to hear. Even artists, they make the music they like. But you're not buying your own record. Understand what I'm saying? A lot of people don't realize that the artists and the producers don't realize that you're not buying your own beats, you're not buying your own records. You know, Walmart don't make the stuff that they like. They make the stuff the customer like, the people like. You know what I'm saying? So I always keep that in mind. If you're an artist and you're making music and all of that, you gotta keep in mind the vibe of the people, the vibe of your fans, like most artists just make what they like or what's popular out there. You gotta keep in mind your audience. Like when you're in a booth and you're spitting lyrics and all of that, like you gotta tailor your stuff to the audience that you got. My audience kind of grown. But my audience ain't really like, them young cats that's in there. Audience kind of grown. So I tailor my stuff to the audience I got. Because I'm not gonna just get in a booth and make the stuff I like. I'm gonna make the stuff that fits my audience. Because that's the ones that's buying the records. That's the one that's streaming your song. You ain't gotta switch up your whole style to fit other people. But what I'm saying is, like just keep them in mind while you putting your style out there. Keep your audience in mind. All right, man. Yeah, but if y'all wanna hear them tracks, man, them tracks is on YouTube, man. Both of them on YouTube. I put the videos on YouTube. So one of them is called the first one is called Get It In, and the second one is called Streets Mine. So if y'all ever want to check them tracks out, y'all think. Then I got a track that's streaming on Spotify right now too, called it's streaming on all streaming platforms, and that's called Be the One. That's more of a chill type song, more of a like an all around type song. Y'all welcome to check that out. All right, man, let's cook up something, bro. What I'm doing. I'm streaming, man. Let's cook up something, bro. Let's go. Let's go. Do this. Let's see what we're gonna do. Try out the project, new project. And I'm glad I was able to figure out what was up with that audio interface real quick. There you go. What I should do? Let me stop this. I'm gonna stop this real. Exit out of this. I'm gonna switch this to. I'm gonna take it off of 48K. Take my interface off of 48K, and I'm gonna put it on 44.1. Put it on 44.1. Because I'm hearing a little static in my. I thought it was just it being loud. I turn it down. I'm still hearing. We're gonna see if that help it out. Sometimes when it's too high a quality, put on too high a quality. That's what you do. So what's up now? Let's see what's up now. What's up now? Yeah, see, that's smooth. There it is. See what I'm saying? That's smooth. That's smooth. That's what I want. Exactly what I want right there. Boom, boom, boom. Let's close out of that. I'm gonna close out of that. Take that off real quick. Turn that back on. Man, we got Germany, we got France in here. What's up, some licks from France? Appreciate you tuning in, man. What's up, dark, dark prod producer, dark prodigy, tuning in from Germany. Go to convert, do it. Track 1, track 2. I'm gonna change that to 143. you possibly do a drill tutorial video? Yeah, I can get that. I can do that. I don't really make drill beats, man, but like if you want a tutorial, I could do that. Like they kind of got like 2 million drill beat tutorials on YouTube. So you ain't gonna have no shortage of finding one if you don't know how to make a drill beat, bro. Do you play the sample? Yeah, I played the sample here. I time stretched it and chopped it up and just played it. Kind of switched it up a little. What's the bass plugin you? That's a company called DigiKits. It's the XXL bass. But what I do with VST, like a lot of people see me using VSTs for my bass and all of that. But the reason why I use VSTs is because I craft my own sound. I like the VST, like this VST right here is Vengeance Pro. I got a bunch of my sounds that I crafted in here because I know how to work all this stuff, like all these oscillators and stuff like that. I sound design, so I know how to work all this stuff to craft my own sound, to make my own sounds in a VST. I don't really much use the factory stuff that's in a VST. I like to make my own stuff in it, jump inside this whole thing and make my own little sounds and stuff. So when my beats come out different. So like them 808 VSTs, the bass VSTs, all that stuff like that. I like using that because I go in and I make my own 808s. And then I make sample packs for you guys. After I craft the 808 in there, get it to where I want it, then I use it in my beats for a while. And once I like it, then I'll put it in a sample pack for you guys, like 808 samples or something. That's how I make my own 808s. I start off with wave tables and all that in the VST, and then I make my own 808s. I don't use the custom stuff that's in the VST. Like if you notice, watch, I'm gonna pull up this VST right here. I'll go back to the bass track. This the VST right here. That's how you can tell. It's the VST right here. Now that's all the factory stuff that they give you down here. Which like factory 808s really don't sound that good. Some of them do, some of them don't. I don't take a chance with that. But if you notice up here, mine is up here. I make my own. DK sharp bounce, DK clear bounce, DK low growl, DK crisp bounce, DK low lag. Like I craft my own 808s in these. But whenever you see me using like 808, I would hate for you to go buy them VSTs thinking that they got that sound in there and they don't have it. I just use the VST to make my own sound. So like a bunch of these sounds in here I made myself. And just like people ask me that, like what VST I use, what VST, but just so y'all don't get it twisted, man. Like I very rarely use the factory stuff that's in the VST. I'll make my own sounds in there. That way I could have a different type of sound. I mean, come on, you're not gonna find that 808 in the. I layered a kick underneath that, and then I moved the kick over a little bit before the 808 hit. Moved it over a little bit. That way you could get kind of like that little lag on the bounce of the 808. It's almost like a little flam at the beginning of the 808, a little flam. You know what I'm saying? That's that same 808 that's in I patterned that 808 after the one that's in Rockstar. That the Baby and Roddy Ricch, that 808 right there. If you listen to that track and listen to the 808, it's like it got a little flam at the beginning of it. Or like they layered a kick on it and the kick hit right before the 808 hit, so it make like a little flam, Boom, boom. That's that same 808. And then let me get it. That's that same 808. another little tip for you guys, man. Like another little tip, man. I'm glad I got to kind of talk about that, bro. Just another little tip, man. Like when you're inside of your VSTs, like go listen to songs. Like go listen to intros or song. Intros is nice on songs, like different trap songs, different soul songs. Go listen to them intros. And then go find an instrument in your VST and start working with them little knobs and stuff all in your VST and try and make it match that sound. You see what I'm saying? That way you start kind of learning how to craft your own sound inside of a VST instead of just clicking on presets and using that. Or you can craft your own sound. Your sound can come out different. So that's what I do. Like I go listen to music and then I solo out instruments in my ear, in my mind. Like I'll solo out just this instrument that's playing in a beat in my head, and then I'll go pull up a VST and try and craft the sound to fit that type of sound if I like it, and then I'll save it as a preset. So that's like my own little sound. But that's how I do it. I don't just use stuff off the top of my head. I go pattern it after stuff that I like, stuff that sound good to my ear. I'll go pull up a VST and try and craft that same little sound. That way I can have it to use it in my beats. If it sounds good and when I'm listening to it, then 9 times out of 10 it'll sound good if I drop it in when I'm on that. Don't be scared to mess with them knobs in your VST. It's a learning process, you know. Like nobody get that right out of the gate. You gotta learn what them knobs do. You know, look up, you know, just do some research on wavetables, stuff like that, all that different type of stuff. I'm thinking about putting that. There you go. I don't like that. I don't like that the low notes. I don't like that. Like that. I don't like the low notes. So the way I make a sound, when you guys see me duplicate notes like that, just duplicate the same notes to a lower octave. That means I'm trying to make the sound full. Like it's not as full as I want it. So I duplicate it either up or down to make the sound really, really full. Same notes, but just duplicate it. I want the sound full. Like some sounds that I use, they light, but I want it full. So that piano, I want full. So I duplicated it, but it don't work when I duplicate the notes. Like something sound off about it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go grab this little plugin right here. The Super VHS plugin. And then they got a little button in the middle right here. This plugin right here called Magic. When you hit that button, it's like it duplicate everything. See? This is off. This is on. See, it's like it amp up everything, you know? So that's what I'm gonna use. Give it that full sound. I ain't gonna mess with nothing on the plugin. I'm just gonna throw that little button on it and then shape it with my EQ. G Sauce. G Sauce on IG. Appreciate it, man. You got some of the best videos on the MPC. Thanks, man. I appreciate that, bro. I'm glad I can help you out, man. Shout out NYC Bones. Sunday Trap Vibes. Yeah, bro. Yeah. See now we need some type of we need some type of counter melody. How do we got the how do we got the how do we do this type of counter? I think I'm gonna mess with that I'm gonna mess with that let's see that. That's cool, it's great. They got a flute in here somewhere. They got a flute in here somewhere that I like. Man, that little melody gonna be fire right there. It's gonna be fire. I want this little melody to be nice. I want this little melody to be nice. Man, it's gonna be fire. I can't hear it. I can't hear it because of that flute. Let's mute that flute. Let's mute that flute. Back mute. We're gonna mute that flute. Can't hear it. I want to hear it good. Do it. That's it. That's it. Now we're gonna play just the flute and that sound and space them out. Hi, Chris Armstrong, take call the fire department, put that out. Shout out Marine Valentine Production. Appreciate you tuning in, man. On IG. Yeah. I wasn't gonna track this out, but I'm gonna track it out real quick and read for real. Like that's what I'm starting to do now, man. I'm starting to like finish beat stuff like while I do, instead of just making a bunch of loops and then going back in. That's what I'm starting to get into the habit of making like full actual, instead of just messing around with loops. What I do is I used to make like a whole bunch of loops, like this beat right here in the MPC. I make like 10 of them beats like that. Then I'll go back and arrange it. But now I'm starting to do it all on the spot now. But going back, I don't know. It's just a sense of accomplishment that I have now. Now that I'm doing it, I've been doing that for like the past 6 or 7 months. Just a sense of accomplishment out of the one when I make a whole beat that I just loops inside of it and going back and arranging. This one ain't got that many. That real quick. Let me make sure this set right. Y'all can hear. Chances is this not even. Right, all right, yeah, it's set right. It's set right. It's set right. That's it. Quick arrangement. That's it. Quick arrangement.
World made that. The world made. Purple world. Purple world made that. Purple world. Purple world made that.
Why arranging Reaper instead of the MPC? Because it's easier to. MPC isn't a full DAW yet, and move tracks around like this. Like I can't bring this track up here, move it down, colors and stuff. I can't do. Not a full DAW yet. For music production, it is 150% amazing. For laying out a whole entire song, I think they still got the old way of arranging song mode and all of that. That's like, get off that. That's why I don't arrange it. Dollars, Armstrong, money for this when you finish. I know the perfect artist that will do it justice. Yeah, man, just grab the link, find the link of the video, or hit my people up on the email. Anything that you see on my videos that I create or live stream or whatever, all you gotta do is hit the inquiries email up. Just give them the date, or copy the link or whatever, like the post or whatever, the link, drop it in the email, send them to the inquiries email. They're gonna tell you how to get it. Tell you how to buy it. If y'all ever want to purchase something that I make. Most of the stuff be gone after I make it, though. So, most of it. Sometimes people, will hit me up on one beat or something, and I'll send stuff like this. If I make this, like I'll put this like in another pack or something. I'll send it to some artists or some beats or something. Most of the stuff be gone when you always can inquire, and if it's still available, then they'll tell you exactly how to buy it. Just make sure you let them know like what it is though, the date or copy the link or something. Like if it's a YouTube video, copy the link, drop it in. If it's a post on IG or something or whatever, copy the link, drop it in. That way they'll know and they can kind of research it and find out what's up with it.
Purple world.
Yes. NYC TV, all trap sounds the same. Probably need to clean out your ears, my man. I hear different sounds in trap music. I don't know about you, but probably need to sharpen up your ears, man.
Purple world.
Do you think MPC going to do an update soon? Probably so. We're getting to the end. I have no doubt they're gonna drop something crazy in the 3.0 or something. I'm hoping it's the arrangement view. Again, y'all guys hear me say that all the time. Like the question I just asked before, why y'all arranging it in Reaper and not the MPC software? Because the arrangement mode in the MPC is kind of old, it's kind of outdated. The song mode is kind of outdated. How to make a song like that. But the Akai Force got this type of arrangement that you see in Reaper, got this type of arrangement in Akai Force, the arrangement mode. So but it's only available in Akai Force right now. So if they bring that to this, and chances that I seen it in action on Akai Force, I seen it right in front of my face live, and it's amazing. It's just like this. You can arrange just like this, or moving tracks around, everything, man. Even color code, all that stuff, man. All of that routing tracks, everything, make folders. So if they bring that to the MPC, then yeah, for sure, I'm all my beats are gonna be made in there from now on. I'm gonna just record. You know, I'm gonna still run my studios from Reaper from a full DAW, but at least I can now arrange in the MPC quicker and faster. You know? Because when I was seeing it on Akai Force right in front of my face, bro, that's awesome the way they did that. It's just like this. It's exactly like this. On none of that song mode stuff. On none of, you can still do that, but nah, you could arrange a track just like this. So they bring that to it, I'm on it. I'm gonna see if I can implement that into my workflow of arranging in the MPC instead of arranging in a. If it work out, if I test it out and it work and everything good and I do it efficient, you know, without no hiccups or nothing, then yeah, all I'm gonna do is just keep doing it and get good at it, get fast at it like I am with it. But that's the only thing that I hope they bring to like another update. That's the only thing that I'm hoping right now. Just another way to arrange. I mean, you gotta admit, man. I know a bunch of y'all know that already yourselves, man. Y'all gotta admit, man. That song mode thing kind of outdated, man. Where you it list everything and it play everything one at a time and all that. You know, it's kind of outdated, man. And then if you want to convert everything to samples, the audio files, and go to the audio view. You understand what I'm saying? If you want to do that, then now you gotta mute everything, every VST you got, and then convert everything to audio. That way you can now kind of arrange like this. It's kind of something like this, but not quite. You can kind of arrange like this if you convert everything to audio in. But who want to do that, man? Like, I might as well convert it to audio and put it in here. You know? But shout out to y'all that got that Akai Force, man. I know y'all enjoying that arrangement mode, bro. Know y'all enjoying that. If you got that Akai Force right now, man, shout out to you, bro. I know seriously enjoying that arrangement mode. Trust me. After I saw it, I went home and I thought long and hard about getting that Akai Force. Long and hard. I was like, man, do you really want to do that just for that arrangement mode? Like, nah, because, you know, I won't make no beats inside of that thing. So I was like, nope, I ain't getting it. But when I saw it, I was like, yeah, that's what the MPC needs. That arrangement mode. That like it needs that. So all of my MPC people right now, y'all got MPCs, go on the forum on our Akai forum and spam that. You know, I already got a bunch of people to do it already. Spam that. Go on our Akai forum and tell them, look, bring that arrangement mode that's in the Akai Force, bring it to the MPC. 100%. We need that. So I got a bunch of people to go do that already, man. So if y'all ain't done it yet, go to the MPC forum and spam that. Spam it. The same arrangement mode that Akai Force got, we need that in today. By the ending of today, they need to drop the update and bring it to us. Frankie Castle say, I've been using just one sequence to arrange. Is that bad? One sequence to arrange. If you're using one sequence, then you kind of can't arrange. Yeah, I don't know what you mean by arrange. Like I made this beat all on one sequence. All of my tracks is all on one sequence. Like this is all my tracks on this beat right here. You know what I'm saying? So like if I'm gonna arrange it, then the only way I could do that is just you know, make this like I don't know how many bars, like a whole bunch of bars. Instead of an 8-bar loop, make it a whole bunch of bars. But yeah, it's the same thing because when you do it in song mode, eventually, like after you do it in song mode, and you lay out your sequences, then the last step in song mode is to convert it to one big sequence. So you just skipping all that and making one big sequence. So that's exactly how song mode works. Once you lay out all your sequences in song mode, then they got the last thing to do after that. You don't want to just keep it like that. The last thing to do is to convert all of the sequences you laid out into one long big sequence. Now that should beat. So you just kind of skipping that and making one big sequence as the beat. So it's the same deal. Just kind of skipping over the song mode. It might be better for you to kind of do it in song mode though. You know, that way you're not you're not copying all this MIDI information over and over and over again in a thing. Just do it in song. Let the song mode do it for you, and then, it's gonna end up as one big sequence anyway after you do it in song mode. I extended to full song in one sequence. Yeah, that's what you're doing. Yeah. So it to me, you just kind of skipping the part of the song mode, but if you're doing it that way to arrange to put all of this MIDI information or samples or whatever you're using, just make this into one long bit sequence. Like mine is 8 bars. If your stuff is like 100 and something bars, then it would be in your best interest to kind of just let the song mode do that for you instead of you doing it manually, making a whole bunch of bars. Let the song mode do it for you. Just make like a little loop like this, a little 8-bar loop, then throw your sequences in song mode, and song mode is gonna convert it into one big sequence, the same way you do it. It's just gonna extend this whole sequence out to whatever how many bars. So, just let song, instead of you just doing it manually, let song mode do it for you. If that's the way you work, if you just make one sequence and you make a big and long sequence, and let song mode do it for you. That's the whole point of it. Eventually, in song mode, your beat will end up in one long sequence. That's how song mode is. It just lets you arrange it in sequences so you can have an intro, a chorus, whatever you want, and you can label them. And then after you arrange it how you want and get everything to play how you want, then it's gonna ask you if you want to convert it to one big sequence. That's what you're doing. You're just doing it manually. But you demonstrate real quick how you would do that. I don't do that. But if you want to know how to use song mode, all you do is just hit this little button up here. The little arrow next to your icons up at the top. And then you go down to song. Or you hit song, you go to the song mode, the song mode button on your MPC. And then right here is where you lay out your song. So I would have to make different sequences for this song. I just made one sequence, but I would have to make different sequences. And the way you do that is you just copy your main sequence where you made the whole beat, copy that to a new sequence, then mute whatever tracks you want, like mute your drums, make an intro, mute all your drums, and copy that sequence copy that same sequence to another sequence, and then bring in your piano, and then copy that sequence to another sequence, and bring in your whatever, you just make the beat how you want to make it in different sequences. Mute all of the different sounds you want in different sequences how you want it to play. Like obviously in your intro, you don't want your drums to play on none of that. So you mute your drums in your intro, your drum track. And to do that, you just go to track mute. Once you make your sequences, you go to track mute, and all your tracks will be on pads. So this would be my intro in my first sequence right here for this beat. This will be my intro, just playing a sample. Now, when I get to the end, then my next sequence would be this sample. I would copy this sequence with just this sample playing, copy it to another sequence, and then bring in the piano chords for the next part of the intro. That's the second part of the intro. And then I copy that sequence to another sequence and then bring in the drums and the 808 and drop out the piano again for the first to start. Really, all you're doing is just making sequence after, just copying sequence after sequence and unmuting the track that you want to play on every sequence. Then you go to song mode. Right, once you have all them sequences, you go to song mode, and all them sequences is gonna show up here. So when you add a new sequence, and you go to insert step, it's gonna add I just got one sequence. Well, really, I made two, but when you hit this drop down arrow, it's gonna have all your sequences that you name, and you just put them all in a row how you want them to play: intro, verse, chorus, and then you right here on this button right here that says convert sequence after you lay out your track in song mode. Like let's say for instance, we go just pretend that I got a bunch of sequences. I really just got this main sequence that I made, but let's just pretend I got a bunch of sequences. I would hit insert step, boom, and then put this will be like my chorus right here. You know what I'm saying? And then I would hit insert step. I think my camera in the way, man. Dude, like my camera in the way, so you can't really see. Here. There you go. Oh, you can see my camera in the way. But main sequence, you know, insert the steps right here. You know, and then I would insert another step and then choose whatever sequence I want. You know, like if I want my chorus to play next or whatever. And then up here, if you notice up here at the top, this is where it's constructing my beat. This is my beat. As I put in the sequence up here at the top, that's where it's constructing my beat. I got my main sequence right here. I got another one right here, another one right here, and that's all the sequences playing. And then after you lay out all your sequences in one big long thing right here, one big long track right here, then the object is to go to this convert button, convert sequence, and it's gonna convert all your sequences to one long sequence, like my man doing. My man just doing it manually. Oh, but let the song mode do it for you. And then once you get all your sequences ready here, it's gonna convert it all to one big sequence. If you want to see how this is done, go to my YouTube channel, type in my name, and type in why I don't arrange in the MPC. I got a video on that I made a long time ago, and it answers the question why I do not arrange in the MPC. And I show this song mode versus dragging it into a DAW and arrange it, so people could see why I do it in the DAW, why I do it in Reaper. I do it both. I do the same beat, and I show you how to do all of this in song mode. And then after I do it like this, I do it the way I do it and drag all the stems in the Reaper and do it like 10 times faster. So I just made that video just to answer the question why you never see me arrange in the MPC. Just go look at that video, man. It's gonna show you all of the stuff that I'm showing you right now in one little quick video. What do you say, bro? Thanks for making this video. Really appreciate you. Good, man. It's hard to drop some song. Yeah, it is, man, because you gotta mute your MIDI. You know, you gotta go to whatever sequence you want, you know, and then mute the MIDI, do like a track mute and mute the MIDI wherever you want it to drop, wherever you want the instruments to cut out and then come back in. It's just too much hassle, man. You know, like that's just the old way of doing it. When all I gotta do, if I want to do a drop in right here in Reaper, like this is my drop right here. See the space right here with my drums? That's my drop. So if I want to do a drop right there, all I gotta do is just grab the instruments and then just stretch them back. Now it's gonna go like this.
Purple World made that.
Now that's my drop. You see what I'm saying? Like it's just too easy to arrange in a DAW, man. It's too easy, bro. Like I don't want to kill my workflow just so I could keep everything in the MPC. Like I just do this way quicker. Like y'all saw me do it, man. In like 5 minutes, I arranged this whole song. I got my intro, verse, chorus, get my outro at the end. That's it. Plus my beat tag. You know, now I put my beat tag and I was able to time stretch it perfectly. Check this out.
Purple World.
I time stretch it perfectly to match the song. Check it out.
Purple World.
See? Now, if I would have put my beat tag in the MPC, y'all already know what kind of craziness you got to go through to time stretch that. I could do it, but it's just I got to go through all kind of craziness just to time stretch my beat tag. You know, and make it fit the beat. When in Reaper, all you do is just grab the end of the bar, hold shift and alt at the same time, and now I can time stretch it. So I can move it however I want, and it's gonna time stretch to the grid.
Purple World made that.
So now my beat tag is in time with the beat. You see what I'm saying? Like that's just too easy to arrange in a DAW, man. Too easy. You know, I use Reaper, man. Somebody asked me what DAW am I using. I use Reaper. That's the DAW I use. You know. I meant delete most of that. I do. I do have Ableton Live. Like, yeah, Ableton, you can do the same. Like, you can do the same thing like Reaper. You know, pretty much all DAWs are the same, and they just do the same thing in slightly different ways. But they pretty much all the same. You got tracks. You can move all these little things around. You know, mute stuff, take it out, delete it, arrange a beat. You got all your tracks over here. You know, Ableton got it kind of like the other way. You know, like the tracks right here on the left side, and in Ableton they on the right side right here. So, but it's pretty much the same deal. Got all the controls on it, the mute, whatever. Like all of the DAW is like that. I haven't ran across a DAW that I just can't use. You know? Like I don't know how to use. Like after you work inside a Pro Tool, like I started inside a Pro Tools. That's why I was doing all everything because that's what I learned on. You know, in school I learned on the SSL console and Pro Tools. You know, when I went for engineering. So like, you know, when I worked in Pro Tools for that long, bruh, like, you know, Pro Tools kind of the most complicated DAW that known to man. You know, I mean, when you get it, it's simple. When you finally get it, it's very simple. But to learn it, anybody will tell you, man, that's probably not the DAW you want to start learning. You know what I'm saying? It's probably not, you know, because it's just got a lot in it. But that's why it's industry. That's why it's considered industry standard because it got so much that you could do in it. But it's probably not the DAW you want to start learning on. You know, but once I learned Pro Tools, I never ran into a DAW that I can't work my way around. You know, I just gotta kind of feel my way through the controls. But once I see it, I kind of know everything. But like Logic, I didn't work this out of Logic, Studio One. You know, I done been in other people's studios and used their DAW to mix and master a track. And I mixed and mastered a song in Studio One about a week ago because I was in somebody else's stuff. I was in somebody else's studio and they used Studio One. And I ain't never used Studio One, but I mixed and mastered a song just that quick. You know, because I could kind of feel my way through it. All DAW is kind of the same. I just need to know how I pull up plugins, how I do this, how I mute this, how I do that, just the basics. You know, and that's it. Once I do that, I'm good. I'm going through the track, man. Well, show me a few little shortcuts so, you know, I can kind of move quick, you know, how to duplicate stuff real quick. And pretty much, to be honest with you, controls is the same. You know, like in Studio One, it's Control D to duplicate. In Reaper, it's Control D to duplicate. In the MPC software, it's Control D to duplicate. You know what I'm saying? Like most controls is the same thing. The shortcut, same thing. I can feel my way around any DAW and kind of move my way around. I began on Pro Tools as well. Now I can basically, how do you feel about vocals in the MPC? Vocals, the MPC can record vocals, man. I'm gonna tell y'all how I view this. You know, like that's a good question. How I view vocals in the MPC. You gotta understand this. The MPC is capable of stuff. You know, picture you can get your oil change for Walmart. You can. If you got a Honda Accord, you could get your oil change from Walmart. Walmart changes oil. You can get your oil change from Walmart. You can. But Honda is the company your car is from. So they could tell you a bunch more intricate stuff about your stuff than Walmart can. Walmart can change your oil, but they can't really tell you the detailed stuff that Honda can tell you. Honda could change your oil too, but Walmart can't tell you the detailed stuff. So the reason why I'm telling you that example is because when you compare the MPC software to all other DAWs, look at it that way. The MPC software is Walmart. It's capable of doing a variety of stuff, but it's not specific. It's only specifically made for music making. It has the capability to record vocals, but I wouldn't try and mix and master a song in the MPC. I wouldn't try and do that. You know, you could do it, but it's gonna make my job very hard. The same way like Walmart. I could change my oil at Walmart, but if I do it over here, it's gonna be more detailed because this is where it came from. The dealership is where my car came from. So just look at the MPC software like that. You know, like it has the capability to do it. You have the capability to record vocals. You got the capability to do this, the capability to do that. But a DAW is made for that. It's made for that. It has all the specific things you will need to get your vocals the way you got to get them. The MPC software is kind of just has the capabilities to do it. Same thing like the oil, like the place over there is made for your car. Walmart can change your oil and has the capabilities of doing it, but the place over there is made for your car. So you just choose which one you want. If you want to do it at Walmart, then go get your oil change at Walmart. It still could get done. But if you want to be very, very detailed and not miss no stuff, not have to worry about nothing, then go make your song in a DAW. That way you don't have to worry about nothing. No hiccups, no nothing. That's the best way I can explain that, without bashing the MPC software or without making it seem like, you can't do stuff in it that you could do in a DAW. Like, that's the best way I can explain it. Both of them will get your vocals done, but one is made for that. The DAW is made for that. The MPC software just has the capabilities to do it. It's not really made for that. It just has the capabilities of doing it. Now, when it comes down to music production, getting a sound out of this thing, then that's 100% what it's made for. Now the MPC software becomes the dealership now. See what I'm saying? When you're talking about music, now it's switched. The MPC software becomes the dealership. This is made for music production. It is designed and crafted for that. MPC, Music Production Center. It is made for music production, 100%. So now this becomes the when it comes down to music making, the MPC becomes the dealership, and DAWs is like Walmart now. This is made for that. DAWs have the capability to make music. You know what I'm saying? It has them capabilities. It has the capabilities of recording songs. It has the capabilities to do all of that. But this is 100% made for music making. That's what it's made for. Can you show how detailed Reaper is, meaning mix and mastering, please? I'm not gonna mix and master that track here, man. But if you wanna just see some features of it, then you can. This is your mixer right here. All your plugins go right here. Like if I want to pull up plugins, do whatever I gotta do. This is my plugin slots all in here. This is my different tracks. What I like about Reaper is you can resize the tracks like this. So when I make my buses, like I got a drum bus right here. This is where all my drums is going. I could bring this up so I can always recognize my buses, and this is my instrument bus. Where all my instruments going. I like to route my tracks to different buses. So this is my drum bus in red. This is my instrument bus in blue. So I can resize that and keep them up like this, so I know that's where my bus is at. And then all my different tracks is right here. They all color coded, everything. And then you got your main track down here, your master track all the way on the left. That's your master track all the way on the left right here. So that's where everything going through. So it's just like any DAW. If you didn't use one, you use Reaper. You use one DAW, you use Reaper. But if you're wondering why I use Reaper, like why I use this DAW and not Pro Tools and not Ableton and not, the reason why I use Reaper is because of stuff like this. You see how I can resize these tracks to make them look different than the rest of my tracks? Like Reaper is very customizable. It's highly customizable. Like highly. Some DAWs, have, you can customize this feature and make this feature do this and make that feature do this. Reaper is highly, highly customizable. Like if I don't want these buttons on these tracks, I could change them all. I could even make the mute button say something else. I can make the solo button say it don't have to be M and S. I could make it say something else if I wanted. Like I could put my initials on the mute button if I want. You know what I'm saying? Like it's highly customizable. You can get lost in the customization of Reaper. Oh, now for some people, that's a good thing. Technical people that like to get into that type of stuff, that's a good thing. I'm a technical kind of person. I like to get into that type of stuff, customizing, making my screen look how I want it to look. And like when you first download Reaper, Reaper does not look like this. It don't look like how you see right here. I made it this way with my toolbar up here, with my different tools up here that I use, and my tracks, the way I lay it out. When you first download it, it come with a whole bunch of stuff on this screen. But I took everything off. I don't want move the stuff around how I wanted to, made my tracks look how I want them to look, and then I saved it. And I did that over a course of time. You don't just do that, and you don't just download Reaper and do this all at once. I did it over a course of time. Like as I used it, I started to notice, okay, this will be better if I put this button right here. And I use it more and more and more, and I'd be like, you know what? This is something that I do all the time. Maybe I should put this over here. So over the course of time, I got this DAW exactly how I want it, what I don't need and what I do need. You know, I changed my shortcuts on the keyboard. I changed all of them around, you know, because I work from left to right. My left hand does all the work. My right hand is kind of just on the mouse, but my left hand does all the work. So I want my controls to be on the left side of my keyboard, the left side of my QWERTY keyboard. I don't want to put them on the right side over here on my QWERTY keyboard. I want to put them on the left side. So that's where all of my different controls at. So now you see me when I'm holding my mouse with this hand. I'm moving my mouse with this hand, but my shortcuts is over here with my left hand, way to the left of the keyboard. That's how I move quick. You know, like when I hit a track, let me show you for example. Like if I want to scroll up on tracks, if I want to enlarge tracks, that's the page up and page down. Just that, look, I can expand my tracks to make it to go as detailed as I want. I'm hitting the page up, then the page down. I could shrink them back to normal. Okay, my mouse that I got, this mouse right here is a Kensington trackball mouse. So there's a ring on my mouse. You know, it's just like the scroll wheel on a mouse. They put a ring on it so where I can zoom in and out with my ring. But that's how I zoom in and out fast. But for people that got a mouse, that's that little scroll wheel on your mouse in the middle of your buttons. That's gonna zoom in and out of your track, you know, real quick. So wherever you put your cursor, wherever I put my cursor, that's where it zooms. So if I want to zoom into my drop right here, I just put my cursor there and I roll them out and I zoom in. You know, and then what else? Let me show y'all some other features this thing got. Up and down the track, the expand. I did that. Expand the tracks. I got the A key. My A key set as the mute. So when I'm arranging my track, let me zoom in for you so y'all can see it. When I'm arranging my track, see the dark ones is the ones that's muted. The light ones is the ones that's playing. So I set my A key on my keyboard, my A, to mute. So if I click on this one, I could unmute it, or I could mute it. Unmute it, mute it. So I could literally grab all these tracks right here. Like if I want to mute this whole section right here, I could grab this whole section right here, highlight it, and then mute them all with A. Just that quick. And then unmute them with the same key, unmute them with A. So now I can arrange my beat. Like most people delete. They delete their stuff. You know, that's how most people do it. Like in FL Studio, people delete these things that I just duplicated and mute the ones. That's how I move fast when I arrange a beat. I duplicate it all and just mute the ones that I don't want to play. And I do it with the A key. So if I don't want this one to play, I just hit A and mute it. If I want this one to play, I hit A and unmute it. So I got that set up. What else I got set up on here? I got my buses set up to where when I'm doing my tracks, when I'm labeling my tracks, the way y'all see me color coding it so quick is because I set up F12 to pull up my color code. So all I gotta do is click on the track. You know, like let's say I want to color code this hi-hat from yellow to green. All I gotta do is click on the track, hit F12, and go grab green. And then hit OK. Boom, it's green now. See what I'm saying? So I got F12 set up as my color code. And then for my folders, I like how Reaper make folders, you know, like put tracks inside of tracks. Every track has like a little bitty small button on the side of it. Every track. Any track you make it read has a little small button on the side of it. When you hit that button, it docks every other track underneath it. See what I'm saying? So for my instruments, let me zoom in on this. The blue track is my instrument bus. If you notice, every track under that is docked. It's docked inside. It's slightly pushed to the right a little bit. That's letting me know that the instrument, all of these tracks underneath is inside of this track, this instrument track. I made it into a folder track. And then you can even view it different. So when you click the arrow up here in the right, I could shrink it to where all I could see is just the instrument bus. and then I can shrink it again. If I click the arrow again, I can shrink it more. So when now the tracks is literally underneath that, like you can't even see them no more. You know what I'm saying? So this is like good for like if you're working with like a big 65 track session and you don't want to look at all of that. Just make some groups and then just hit them arrows and condense it. That way you don't have to look at all of that. I can make it small like this. Where you see my blue one, my instrument folder, and then all of my tracks is inside of that folder. And then if I hit it again, now they gone, but they still inside the folder. You don't even see them no more. They're still inside the folder. Hit it again, and then they put it back to normal. So I can see them all now. So it's just the little features like that I like, you know, like I customize that to do what I wanted to do. You know, my mute buttons was at the bottom. My mute and solo buttons, that's to the right here in the black part. It's to the right here in the black part. This black, that's my mute and solo buttons. This right here was underneath the track. It was underneath here. I didn't want that underneath there. I want it on the side right here. That way I can see my fader volume on the side. So when my track play, look at the fader volumes is on the side of the track.
Purple world.
You know what I'm saying? So now I can see my fader volumes as I'm making the track. I can see how big the fader volumes are. So little things like that, you know, customization, you can get detailed in how you want this thing to look. Mixing and mastering, breeze, you know, you pull up your plugin same way. Do you watch any other YouTube producers? Yes. I am a fan of Nick Mirror from Internet Money. Yeah, I'm a fan of Nick Mirror, man. Nick is a beast, bro. You know, his music is awesome. You know, like his music that he make is not really my style of music. You know, it's not really my vibe. But the reason why I'm a fan of him is not because of his sound. I'm a fan of him because of how serious he take his craft. Like that dude is always working, man. Always working. He always making beats. He always working. So I admire how serious he take his craft and how well he knows FL Studio. Like this dude, like if you watch this dude live stream, this dude moved through FL Studio like it's like he been using that since he was 3 years old, man. I'm serious. Like all of the shortcuts, you know, everything. So when I see him doing that, I'm not listening to his sound. You know, like I said, his sound ain't really my sound. But the reason why I'm a big fan of him is because of how well he knows his stuff, how well he knows his craft, man. That's why he creates so beautifully and so well. Because he knows his craft. He know the FL Studio like it's the back of his hand, bro. Like he spent the time to learn the shortcuts, to know where everything is, you can tell he took that time because of the way he moved it. I see other people move in FL Studio, like Cash Money AP. I see him move in FL Studio. He not that fast, even though he's been using FL Studio and he make bang beats. Now his style of music is more my style of music. I like his style because it's different. But he been using FL Studio, and everybody know Cash Money AP. But you know he moved through FL Studio, but you know he don't move that fast like Nick Mirror. He move fast, but just not that fast. Oh, I mean when you watch Nick Mirror using FL Studio, it looked like even when you're listening to him click on the keyboard, when you're hearing the clicking on the key, it sounds like he typing a angry letter to somebody. And that's how fast he be moving through that thing. Like you can hear the keys kick, like he moving through that thing so quick it's not even funny. I'm a big fan of him, bro. I'm a big fan of him, not really because of his music. You know, he make good music, but it's just not really my vibe. But he make good music, but man, the way he know his craft is crazy, bro. That work ethic, yeah, man, beast. You know, hats off to that dude, bro, for his work ethic. That's why he that young and he where he at right now, because of his work ethic. Not really because of his sound. His sound is awesome and it's good and it fits the people that he make music for. But he where he at because of his work ethic, man. That dude work, bro. He work. To say he that young. Normally, dudes that young don't understand the work ethic yet. No, he not young no more, but like he started when he was young. So for him to be that young and understand the work ethic and how to grind all the time, for him to understand that, that's amazing. And I believe it's because of his love of music. Like that's if you love it, then nothing gonna take you away from it. Like you gonna grind all the time. You gonna be making beats all the time. So I think he really loves his craft. So, you know, Shout out to Nick Mirror, Internet Money, all them dudes. That's who I listen. That's who I watch when it come down to work ethic. When it come down to sound, when it come down to sound, uh, I say Cash Money AP. I love his sound. I love his sound. His sound is different. Different. Like even when he make a simple trap beat, he make it different. You know, and he keep it simple, but he make it different. That's what I like. You know, I'm still trying to perfect that craft. For me to make something different, I feel like I gotta put stuff in it. So I'm trying to get to the point to where I can make stuff different, but don't have to put a bunch of stuff in it. He can do that. He can build a beat with 2 instruments and some drums, and the whole beat sound different in different parts, like the intro, the verse, the chorus, and it's just 2 instruments throughout the whole track. He can do that. He knows sound real well, and he knows how to do that. I watch him do it, you know, like on his streams and all of that. So shout out to Cash Money. I like the way you do that. You know, you keep a beat real simple, which is why he make a lot of beats for artists, because he knows how to keep a beat very, very simple, but still make it look complex, make it sound complex. But it's just like really 2 instruments, and that's why he make beats so fast. Or like if you watch him on his live stream, dude make like 8 beats in like 30 minutes, because it's 2 instruments per beat. Or sometimes just one sample with some drums on it, and then he'll take different parts of the sample and put effects on it to make it different. But it's just literally one sample playing through the whole beat. So he know them little tricks, and his ear is real good with sound to do that, I could tell. So shout out to him for that, man. And if you notice, I'm mentioning people that don't use the MPC software, man. You know, I'm like, if you're looking for me to say to tell you people that I watch that use the MPC software, then none. I don't watch nobody that use the software, man. Nobody on YouTube. And I know they got a lot of people, but you know, that's not what I'm on YouTube to watch. I don't need to watch somebody use this software. Like I know it. You know, I teach it. I know it. So I'm not really trying to watch people use the same software as me. I'm trying to watch people use other and they different techniques. That way I can start taking, like the way I'm able to work through an MPC grid so quick. This MIDI grid. Y'all see me doing it. The way I'm able to work through this MIDI grid so quick and put notes and clicking where I want is because not only did I use FL Studio, but I watched a whole bunch of people that use FL Studio and how to use it. I don't watch them to learn FL Studio. I watch it so I can take them tricks that they use in that and apply it to this MIDI grid. The shortcuts, how will they know these shortcuts? How will they move through it? I take them kind of techniques and I apply it to the MPC software and MIDI grid because it's the same type of MIDI. You know, so I don't really watch nobody that use the MPC. Nope, like pretty much nobody, man. You know, like I might watch a few people they got a dude that used to make YouTube videos a long time ago. He stopped, but his name is Dubs Banger. You know, he stopped. He ain't posted a video in like years. Oh, but I used to watch him on the MPC 2000. He would make beat making videos, how he sampled and all of that. His name is Dubs Banger. Y'all go check his videos out. He amazing on that 2000 XL. He amazing. I used to watch him. Now for this now, I'll watch. I'll probably watch. What's his name? Dude name. Skip my mind. You gonna kill me for that, man. Dude, not Andy Mack. The other one. Dude, I forgot his name. His name skipped my mind. Man. Not Andy Mack from Akai. It's the other one. The other one that make MPC tutorials, man. They make all that. He make like dance music and pop music and stuff like that. You know, but him I watch. You got the I think it's Australian accent. I don't know. But him I watch. Cause he know like the different controls in it. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all know who I'm talking about. All of y'all know him. I just can't think of his name right now though, but all of y'all know him. And then they got a bunch of dudes, you know, like shout out to them dudes that's on the MPC that's making videos. You know, they got a bunch of them, you know, a lot. You know, hell, I didn't done videos with a few of them. You know, like Matthew Stratton. You know, I Am Sight. Um, uh, the other dude that I'm talking about, he on the same video with us. I just can't remember his name, but he on the same video with us. You know, Tube Digger, my bad. Tube Digger. My bad, bro. Tube Digger, if you're watching this video, man, my bad, bro. You're a name brand on the MPC, bro, and your name slipped my mind, so my bad, man. That's my fault for that. But Tube Digger, y'all know it. I know, you know, all them dudes got their own style of using the MPC. Like Tube Digger style, what I notice is he go deep into the MPC of like the wave tables and all of that stuff, you know, crafting and designing in the MPC. You know that stuff. He good at it. He go that much into depth with the MPC. And I like that. I don't use that type of stuff because I don't need it. I know it and I understand it and I get it, but I don't need that for beats. Every now and again I might do something with it just to kind of make something different, but I don't need that for the beats I make. But it's cool that he know all that stuff, that detail. You know, and then Matthew has I noticed he got like good techniques on the MPC. Like his videos is nice on technique, you know. Like how he explained like the stuff in the MPC really, really well, you know, on his video. And then I Am Sight on his videos, like the videos that I watch of him. He got like a you know, like he I like the way he do like the boom bap thing, and you know, like he keep that, because that's what that you could tell that's his background. Like he'll explain the way I explain videos, you know, explain stuff. He explained it from like that boom bap standpoint. Like he'll get detailed in how to show you how to make a beat rock beat or so, the same way I get detailed and show you how to make a trap soul beat or something like that. He get that detail in boom bap. So everybody got their own little flavor on the MPC that and what they bring to this community, and everybody well respected for that. You know? I just don't watch MPC videos, you know, because that's not what I'm on YouTube to learn. I kind of know this already, so I'm not really watching for MPC videos. I'm watching for other techniques that people use in other softwares just to see if I could start expanding my MPC knowledge. You know, I don't like I said, when I watch an FL Studio video, I'm not watching it to learn FL Studio. I'm watching it to see the techniques that dude doing on FL Studio to see if I can implement some of that here. When I watch a dude that's using Ableton, I'm not watching him because, you know, I want to, like Chris Ponsalon. Shout out Chris. He use Ableton. You know, I watch a few of his videos, and some of the techniques that he uses in Ableton, I use right here in the MPC software. I didn't watch his videos to learn how to use Ableton. And a lot of people do that to my channel too. There's a lot of people that don't have the MPC software. They don't have they got Machine or they got something like that. But they watch my videos because of the techniques that I use. They apply it to their Machine software. So, and that's what I try and teach. I try and teach techniques that you could do that you could use everywhere. But shout out to all them cats, man, and they video they all bring their different part to the MPC community, man. I'm just trying to hang with them, bro. Do something that, you know, throw my little hat in the ring and give y'all some valuable information. Sometimes I don't even know if y'all could use it or not, but I just try and ask myself the stuff that gave me trouble when I was using the MPC software. That's pretty much how I make videos. I just ask myself the stuff that gave me trouble or the stuff that kind of held me up whenever I was learning how to make beats or learning how to use this. I try and bring it to you guys. Along with some stuff that people don't think about. You know, there's a lot of concepts about music. I just making beats, just concepts about the music industry and how it works and all of that a lot of people don't know. So I try and give y'all that background information, that behind the scenes stuff for people that ain't never been in professional settings or people that ain't never worked in you know, you can kind of get that behind the scene information. This might sound dumb, but what do you mean by a bus? A bus on a DAW is just, you know, like the reason why they call it a bus is just because, like, it's just think of a school bus. It takes tracks to a certain place. It buses something to a certain place. So if you want this track to play through here, to play over there, through that, like let's say you put a reverb on this track and you want these few tracks to go through that reverb track, you can bus them to that reverb track. Instead of putting a reverb on all of the tracks, you can just take those and bus it to that reverb. Now all of them got that reverb on. But just think about a bus like that. You know, it's able to send signals to somewhere else. It buses it there. I dig Marlo Diggs. I don't think I know Marlo Diggs. Is that's an MPC user? Maybe I've seen him and just don't know. Dubs is the OG. Yeah, Dubs Bang is the man, bro. Go check out Dubs Banger, man. On it. He don't really have videos that show you how to use the MPC. You know, like he got maybe a few that like kind of show you a few little controls in the MPC XL or whatever, or he'll take you through an in-depth way of how you chop the sample or something using the machine. But his beat making videos, that dude makes some serious boom bap beats, bro. Like serious, man. Y'all go check out Doug Banger channel, man. Like y'all spam his comments, spam his last video, and tell him to come back. I don't know where he at, but he ain't dropped videos in like years. You know, but tell him to come back, please, bro. You know. What is your top 3 rapper and one guilty player? This dude interviewing me, man. Those is the OG. What is your top 3 rapper and one guilty pleasure? My top 3 rappers right now would be I love Ross. I gotta say I'm rocking with I'm rocking with Kendrick Lamar. You know, shout out Kendrick. You know, Meek Mills. You know, I rock with Meek Mills. You know, when it come down to lyrics, you know, like that's the kind of cats that I rock with when it come down to lyrics. Them cats is lyrical. Like they not doing no mumble rap or none of that kind of stuff. But they actually got lyrics and content in their stuff. But they still keep it with this new little vibe. So that's them dudes I like. I don't like the new dudes. I don't really fool with them. Everybody that got Lil behind their name and Lil Chuki and Lil Ra and Lil Uzo and all of these Lil dudes. I don't know. I can't keep up with the next one, but that's coming out. I can't keep up. Or 6 of them come out every other week, man. You know, it's some new Lil whoever, or you know, Lil Yaya, or Lil Roro, or Lil Woo Woo, or whoever. I don't know. You know, so I don't really get on with that. You know, shout out to them dudes for their craft and that they in it and they doing their thing, but I can't keep up with them, man. So, and what else is the question? One guilty pleasure. Let me show you what my guilty pleasure is. I got it right here. Let me show you what my guilty pleasure is. Most of y'all already know. There you go. That's my guilty pleasure right now, man. That's my guilty pleasure, man. Like love. Yeah, that's my guilty pleasure right now, man. I would show you the 3rd one and the 4th one, but I ain't got that many hands. But yeah, them stay on deck right there in the studio. They stay on deck all the time. My chocolate chips are my chewy chocolate chips are. They stay on deck all the time. If y'all ever want to get me a gift, you know, I'm simple. Chewy chips are hard. I'm your friend for life. Seriously, I'm a ride and die for you. You give me a pack of chewy chips are hard. I almost married a chick because she was eating a chocolate chips so hard cooking, man. You understand what I'm saying? That's how serious it is. Shout out Roski on IG. Appreciate you, man. I love your content for real. Appreciate that, man. I'm always glad to help y'all out. Shout out to all my IG people too, man. Just Skills, Engineered by Don, KB, Brad Group, Trina Mika, Kurt, Corey Flowers. Shout out to all of y'all on IG. Appreciate y'all tuning in for the live stream. Yeah, man. Let's make another beat real quick, man, before we get off this thing. Matthew McNamara. If you want to know about that type of stuff, man, then that's why I have the like buses and all that stuff like that. Get familiar with how this thing works. That's why I have the MPC live help session. Go book one of them for an hour, and like a lot of people believe they don't. A lot of people don't take the time to actually go click on the link and see what I offer. I offer MPC services, but there are some other services like mixing, mastering, even making beats. Like I make beats with artists online, like, and they can have the beat, the beat is there. So they got a whole bunch of services we offer, man. So if you want to learn about mixing and all of that, go book that service, man. And then I'll take you through like Reaper and the different things and explain like the way a DAW works and all the different things on it. That way you can kind of get a better understanding. Trust me, man, it'll do you some good. All them little simple things that may trip you up whenever you're using a DAW. Or if you're first getting in this and you're trying to figure out what it does and how it works. And go book a little session real quick. It ain't that much. Book a little hour or something. And I'll take you through it all, man. Just the ins and outs. Same thing with the MPC, man. If y'all want to know some stuff about the MPC, book your little session. Pull you up on screen, and just take you through it, man. Few of y'all know how it work already. Y'all know. Don't think that y'all gotta be like y'all gotta be well versed in the MPC to go book them sessions. Don't think that, man. It is made for the people that I designed the way that I teach this, the way that it's a specific way that I approach this thing whenever I'm teaching it. And it's designed for the person that literally goes by this machine and don't know what to do with it. They literally go to the store, buy this machine, buy the MPC or the MPC One or whatever MPC they buy, get home and don't know what to do with it. That's what those sessions is made for. Understand what I'm saying? Now I have advanced sessions. Obviously, y'all see me on YouTube. I could teach you advanced things for the people that's advanced, that's past that. But I tailor those sessions for the person that went by this thing and don't know what they're getting into. That way you get past all of the stuff that make you want to bring this machine back. But there's a lot of stuff that if you don't approach this the right way, honestly, you'll buy it on Monday and by Friday it's back at the store. You're getting your money back. And a lot of people will tell you that. They went by this thing and then, a week, 2 weeks later, they was going to bring it back to the store simply because that's not their thing. I'll get you past that to get you to the fun part, you see. I'll get you past I'm gonna bring this backstage, or I don't want to really work with this. I'll get you past that very quickly to where you can get to the fun part now. All right. Let's cook up something else, man. I got another sample I want to use, man. Something else. That's it. That's the one. 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 I like that, but that's a little bit too fast. That's a little bit too fast. A little bit too fast. Let's time stretch that. That's a long sample. Normally, I don't use a sample this long. This is like 60. This is like a long one. 32, that's 190. Yeah, that's 190. So I'm gonna slow that down to let's say one 179. That's it. That's it. That's it. Like when I'm time stretching a sample, let me show y'all this real quick. When I'm time stretching a sample, all right, when I'm time stretching a sample, I'm time stretching a sample. I gotta, when I hear the sample play rec normal, I got a little metronome in my head once I hear the sample play. So that's how I time stretch it. I've been making beats for so long that I know what a 179 BPM sound like, or a 165 BPM sound like, or a 143 BPM. I know what those sound like because I've been making beats for so long. So when I hear a sample, it's like I'm almost matching it to like, okay, that would be a good 143 BPM sample, or man, that would be a good 178 BPM sample. You know, like I can hear it. So that's how I time stretch samples. Whenever you guys see me time stretching samples, how I know how to time stretch it, how I know what I want to do with it, that's what I do. So this sample right here, normally it's kind of slow, you know, the normal way. But in my mind, I got kind of like a jump to it, you know, dum, 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 dum. So I know that would be like a 178, 179 BPM. So I went with 179. And this is how the sample sound now. So now I got that bounce I want. I got that bounce in it that I want. So that's how I know how to time stretch a sample. It's just making beats for a long time and getting that, knowing your BPMs, like how they sound. You know, I know how 175 sound. I know how 178 sound. I know how 190 or 195 BPM sound. I know all of that. Or 145 or even 120 something. I generally don't make beats that slow, but I have done it. You know, so that's kind of like how I know how to time stretch. Just for you guys that don't know that, that's how I know how to time stretch it. Oh man, that's gonna be a clean bounce right there. Seriously, that's gonna be a clean bounce. And then what I do is, see, a lot of people, what they do is they try and time stretch the sample to their BPM. They got drums running and all of that, and then they try and time stretch the sample to the drums or to the BPM that they got. What I do is I time stretch the sample to what I think it should be, and then I go set my BPM to that. So I time stretch this sample to 179. Y'all saw me just do that. I time stretch the sample to 179. So to mix everything on point, I'm gonna go change my BPM to 179. Now everything is on point. I'm gonna change that to 179. I don't do it the other way around. I don't try and time stretch my sample to fit a BPM. No. I time stretch my sample to what I think the BPM should be. And then whatever I time stretch it to, 165, if I time stretch it to 140 or you know, even 85 or something, then I go change my software to that. I don't do it the other way around and try and make my sample fit the software. No. That's too much work, man. Like it's like people create too much work when they do it like that for themselves, trying to get the sample to fit exactly what the drums are doing, or get it to fit exactly. Just go fit your sample first, and then go make your DAW fit that. It's easier. All right, so and that's how easy it is. I time stretch the sample to 179 to give me that bounce. I change the DAW to 179. I don't even have to audition this to see if it fits. It's gonna fit. Check it out. Let's do it. Now that's perfect. That's perfect. Right on beat. Everything all good. So for those of you guys that see me doing this that fast, time stretching and making it fit that fast, that's how I do it that fast. I time stretch it to what I think it should be in my head, and then I go set my software like that. I don't try and do it the other way around and time stretch to match my software. I make my software match my sample. I would still be time stretching right now if I did it the other way around. like most people do it. I still be time stretching right now, trying to get it to fit. Yeah. Oh, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Wrong pad, wrong pad, wrong pad. I want it over here. that's gonna be some stuff, man. Man, that's gonna be some stuff.
it. That's it.
to do it. I want to do it. Let's go on and do it. I want to do it. I want to do it. You know what I'm about to do. Who know what I'm about to do? Who know what I'm about to do right now? It's somebody out there that know what I'm about to do right now. You guess it right now. You know me like a bro. You know what I'm about to do right now. Come on, what I'm about to do. What I'm about to do. You guessed it. Focus on it. I'm about to put some focus on it. I'm going to put some focus on it. I didn't even update my arcade yet. Didn't even do it. I got a whole update. I think I got 2 updates that I never. But yeah, we've been to put some focus on it. We about to slap some nice little focus on it. You know, I'm feeling like something like some small hits somewhere. Then we can come up with something. Something. Let's see. Let's turn on my MIDI keyboard. I'm ready for the MIDI. Turn on this keyboard. Turn on the keyboard. You know. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That. Yeah. Yeah. it came out kind of hard right there. It came out kind of hard and melodic. I like that. Like that. We are going to stem that out. I think that's kind of different. I think it's kind of different. You know, just a little something different, but I like that hard vibe, but I still wanted to give it a melodic type of feel, you know, some type of melody, some type of instrument. But that hard little vibe is gonna go hard in the arrangement when they have a little break. And just that drum pattern running with the sample and them horns. Oh man, that's gonna be the little break. It's gonna be nice. I already hear it. I already hear what it's gonna sound like. Let's arrange this real quick. Yeah, no. We gonna arrange it up real quick. Let's arrange it up real quick. Something is missing. What the hell is my sound? Something is missing. Oh, there it is. There's something was missing.
world. Purple world. Purple world. Purple world made. Purple world. Purple world. Purple world. Purple world made that. Purple world. Purple world. Purple world. Purple world made that.
Man, that's hard. I like that. I like that. I seriously like that. That thing got a nice little groove to it. It's hard. It's catchy with the vocal. Like it's a little vibe that you will remember. It's kind of catchy. Like a track like this got all the makings of something nice. Now, the only thing that I'm concerned about with the mix is that it sounded a little bit too busy with the horns, with the brass. When I put the brass in, I was kind of scary about it. I didn't want to really do that. And if you notice, the brass only come in on just the chorus. That's it. Like I literally put the brass in the beat, and it come in just the chorus. That's it. That's all it come in. It's right here in orange. This is the brass sound right here that come in, and then they come in again and over here. That's it. Just in the chorus. So the brass sound make the track just a little bit too busy. It kind of compete with an artist. So if an artist to jump on this, it kind of compete with the artist. But it does give the chorus a nice little bright feel, a nice little jump. But that's why I didn't put it in the beat too much. That's the only thing I'm concerned with. But the rest of the track, man, they got all the makings for something nice, bro. If somebody could flow to this, know what I'm saying? It's a very it's an energetic track. Like it's moving, moving. So somebody that drops some vocals on this would have to pick up that vibe to do with the percussion doing and move with the track. You know? Like they would have to pick up that type of vibe with their lyrics to make it really, really pop. Can't go too slow with this. You can't go too fast because the beat already fast. So you gotta kind of pick up that little melodic pattern that's in the drum pattern, you know? Like right here. This little pattern right here. See if you could pick up that little pattern right there with your lyrics, you know, and kind of make that fit and do some stuff to play off that. Oh man, that'll go good. I like that. So this was another little beat. You know how we do. All right, man. I'm gonna close this live stream out, man. I've been on this thing for a hot minute, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've been on this live stream for a hot minute. I gotta eat. I gotta eat, and then chances is tonight I'm gonna be back on the live stream with you guys, man. Make sure y'all follow the Twitch because it's not gonna go down on YouTube. It's gonna go down on Twitch. So make sure y'all follow on the Twitch. If y'all not, that's where it's gonna go down. But I'm gonna be back on live with y'all tonight. Follow the Twitch so we can cook up. I'm gonna be doing something special on the live stream tonight. It's gonna be something nice for you guys. This will be a nice gift for you guys. You know, just for showing y'all support, all that good stuff. This gonna be a nice little gift. I have that on the live stream tonight, later on tonight. So y'all just keep the notifications on Twitch. I can't tell y'all really the time because I don't know really the time, but it's gonna be tonight, man. It's gonna be probably like about 10 o'clock, something like that, Eastern Standard Time, something like that. You know, but I don't know. It might be a little bit before, it might be a little bit after. I just don't know how long my little session gonna run. So I don't know. If it is, then if I'm gonna be online tonight, be on the stream again tonight on Twitch, and I'm gonna be giving away a little something for you guys. So y'all stay tuned for that. All right, I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. We're gonna rock out on this beat, you know, just for a little while. Thank you all for tuning in, my IG people. Oh, IG done already closed out. I got IG set for a certain time limit. So after a while, it closed out. So I think I had IG set for about 2 hours. That way I know how long I'm on here for, like 2 hours. So I done been on here for a minute, man. So yeah, my YouTube people, my Twitch people, thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. You know how I love you guys. Thank y'all for being part of the fam, holding your boy down, always supporting. You know, the questions, the comments, all of that is welcome. You know, the only dumb question is the one that you don't ask. That's the only one, man. Never feel like you can't ask nothing. That's how you learn this game, man. Everybody got to start somewhere, even if you don't know what's going on. So that's how I flow. So thank you guys so much, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Who we got? Let's see if I can answer a few questions real quick. Folks 801, DJ Nav. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Caesar Black, thanks so much, man. Big Grease, thank you for this video and the knowledge. Quite welcome, man. Whatever I can do to help. Michael Burks asked, what DAW is this? This is Reaper, the Reaper DAW. Great beat. I'm glad you showed the full process. Nice. This is half the process, man. It's not really the full process, but one of these days I'm gonna take y'all through a little quick mix too, so I can show y'all the full process and how I track a beat out and make sure everything is good to send it somewhere. But this I say it's about 60% of the process right here, not the full. Very good. RC Music, appreciate you tuning in. Very good. Devlin McBride, what's good? What do you put on the master track? Nothing. Nothing goes on my master track. Nada. Zilch, zero. I don't put anything on the master track because I like to print tracks. I don't render tracks out of my DAW. Like when it's time for me to have to get the beat out of my DAW, I print it. I don't render. So I don't want anything on my master, nothing that's gonna go on my master that prints through that track. I mean that renders on that track. Nothing. So my signal flow, my signal flow is tracks to buses, buses to mix bus to print track. That's my signal flow. Very simple. All my tracks, my drum tracks will go in a drum bus. My instrument tracks will go in an instrument bus. Then these two buses are routed to a mix bus. Not the tracks, the buses. The buses are routed to what's called a mix bus. That's like a makeshift master track where everything goes through that channel, the mix bus. Everything goes through that channel. But it's just what I mean by everything is my buses, my drum bus, my instrument bus. That's what's going through the mix bus. But all of my sounds are going through those buses. So in actuality, all my sound is going through the mix bus. And the reason why I route my signal that way is because it gives me total control over my project. I can affect things individually. I can affect the tracks individually if I want. Do whatever I want to do to the tracks individually. Or I can affect just my drum. I can affect all of the drums in a drum bus, all of them. If I want to put any compression, whatever. I could do the same thing with my instruments. I can affect the instrument tracks individually, each one on their own. Or I can affect them all in the instrument bus. Okay, now after I got total control over that, individual and groups, I can affect all of my instruments, all of my drum, Now both these buses now route to what's called a mix bus. Now I can affect my whole entire beat. Both of them, the instruments and drums, everything goes through there. I can affect my whole entire beat if I want. And then that mix bus goes to what's called a print track. And that's where my tracks come from. I print tracks. That gives me live mixing capability. When you print a track instead of rendering a track. See, when you render a track, you have to draw the automation in and do all that stuff like that. You have to do that. Which I still do. I still do automation and stuff like that. But when you print a track, instead of rendering it, when you print it, it is literally recording while the beat is playing. It's recording on another track. And now I can go and move my faders around, like when I want the break, when it gets to the break, this part of the beat. When it gets to that part of the beat, obviously I want things a little, the drums are cut off, all of that. I want things to be a little bit more crisp, a little bit more sharper. I can live automate that while the beat is recording. I can bring those faders up just slightly to where it kind of gives the track a little amp. Then when the chorus comes in, that's when the drums drop again. I can bring the faders back down a little bit live. Like literally, I'm doing it live. I could bring the faders back down to where everything fit. So when you're printing a track, it gives you control over adjustments you want to make while the track is literally being recorded. Rendering, you just hit the button, it renders. You don't have no control over that. And there are certain parts of your beat that you want louder than other parts of your beat. You don't want the whole beat playing at the same level. You want certain parts louder than other parts, certain parts softer than other parts. So I get to do all of that live while the track is being printed. So that's why I don't do nothing with no master, none of that kind of stuff, none of that. And that's just tricks that I learned from working on a big console, on an actual console. How to route things and how to have your different pots on the console. How to route things to where they need to go. That way you have control over certain things, certain effects. You can, that's just how I learned that on that. So I just apply that same kind of concept to a DAW to make sure I have control over everything. All right, my people, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it, man. Wish I could stay on a little bit longer, but catch me on Twitch tonight at 10 o'clock, something like that, Eastern Standard Time. Make sure if y'all on Twitch, make sure y'all turn on the notifications too. That way y'all can get notified and I'll pop up whenever I go live on y'all device. So let's rock out on the beat, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will catch you guys later on, man.
Purple World.